For the Meltdown, we've got another official trailer to react to. This one is from A24. It is Eddington, directed by Ari Aster. I am Tim Melton. That is Tyler Lionel Johns, and we're here to react once again with you. We have not yet seen this trailer. We're seeing it for the very first time. All we know is that it has Joaquin Phoenix, Pedro Pascal, Emma Stone. It is also set during COVID times, based on some of the marketing material we've already seen and some of the synopsis that we covered in my most anticipated movies of 2025. This one did make the cut of 10 for me. I've seen Hereditary, I've seen Midsummer, and I have unfortunately seen Beau is Afraid, which is the most mind-blowing experience I've ever had in a movie theater of not knowing where that thing was going to go. And it was wild. And if this one is even half as wild as Beau is Afraid, we're in for a real treat. What do you think about this experience that we're about to have watching this official trailer for the very first time?
I mean, I expect it to be like every other Ari Aster experience where you just sit there watching the film and you go, "What? What is this?"
Yeah.
Like, for example, before he was known for Hereditary and Midsummer and was A24's darling, um, he had a student film that went viral and everybody at my school ended up watching it, and it was called Strange Things About the Johnsons. Have you ever watched it, Tim?
I have not. I've seen plenty of Johnsons, though, and Beau is Afraid.
You get some in that movie too. If you want a truly disturbing Ari Aster film, go watch that. He was told, "All right, here's some guidelines for the student film submissions," and he said, "Ooh, what if I just make a film about something that no one would ever want to watch?"
Anytime you think that you can put him in a box of some sort, he takes a step outside of that box. So let's get ready and see our very first glimpse at this first trailer for Eddington, which I'm looking very forward to. Let's get to it.
Of course, they keep looking at that lab in Wuhan, China. If you look at that lab in Wuhan when that was established, it was 1956. Of course, that was the year Tom Hanks was born, the first celebrity with the virus, Mr. Sleepless in
If
Seattle.
you value
By the way,
your
James
life,
Jordan was the mayor
you
of
should
Seattle
think
in the
twice.
world outside.
Because the people of Eddington like guns.
Your pain is not a coincidence.
Austin Butler.
Nice.
We are not a coincidence.
And I am speaking now to deny my husband's announcement yesterday, which was false.
Eddington, New Mexico, despite its meager population, is quickly being co-opted in online circles. I'm ready to continue leading.
Yep, this was social media during the pandemic.
And the racial and economic...
Okay.
All right.
Wow. Not much to react to there, but this one's going to make some people uncomfortable, I can tell.
Oh, yes, there's going to be nothing but polite, civil discussions around this movie. No one's going to threaten to boycott it at all just because of any ideas it might present.
Are we ready for a movie that looks back at the pandemic in this way? Because it still feels like every day we're dealing with the repercussions of the pandemic and its policy that followed. And
different social changes that came about through that whole time. I mean, we use Zoom every day here at the studio to connect to guests. Tipping has forever changed. That's just one thing. Any sort of food service, that's just completely different to how it was in 2018, 2019.
we would not be sitting here right now if it had not been for the pandemic.
Yes, that's true. The pandemic is what got the TNR guys to leave the radio station and start their own thing.
So a movie set during that time frame, there's a lot of different routes they can go. There's a lot of movies that have kind of toyed with the idea of doing a pandemic themed approach, and we'll see if this one becomes one that audiences are ready to jump into, because I think a lot of people are just trying to forget that era,
Yeah.
and this is going to be a reminder of that.
I think it feels a little too soon to start talking about the pandemic as almost a historical event, which it is a historical event. The entire world was shut down for a good while there. But I don't know. like you said, a lot of people are trying to forget that and trying to still find that sense of normalcy that we had before the pandemic. But I'm not sure if that's ever going to come back, and I don't know how that will affect this movie's performance.
Every movie I've ever seen him direct, it's been an uncomfortable watch. This one's going to be an uncomfortable watch. What did you think of this first teaser trailer that we got? Only a minute long there, not a lot to dissect, but still you get sort of the vibe that this is going to be a pretty hostile experience. Let us know what you think in the comment section below and go visit our title sponsor. That is MyBookie. Make sure you use promo code NEXTROUND at mybookie.ag for that first-time deposit bonus. 50% up to $1,000 for that deposit bonus, plus a $10 casino chip there at MyBookie at mybookie.ag. We'll have more discussion about this movie as we get closer to time. Also, more movie discussion daily on The Meltdown with Meltdown Live. Make sure you subscribe so you never miss an episode. 2 o'clock Central, 3 o'clock Eastern.